Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Now today, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Kev, you guys don't do videos. Well, Nate does, but the rest of you don't. And you're absolutely right. However, my Bot Wars 2nd edition starter set came today and I thought, you know what? I'm going to unbox this. So here I am, about to unbox this. Now as you can see, the sun seems to have shifted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a better position where the light is. So I wasn't able to fully defeat the sun, but certainly this is a lot better. So let's just dive straight into it. Now, as you know, if you've seen our previous video, and as you're going to know if you watch the videos coming after this one, Bot War is an 8mm skirmish game set in the 80s, and it is dripping with 80s children's cartoon nostalgia. You've got bots, you've got soldiers, you've got helicopters, you've got tanks, you've got aliens. Oh! If you're a nerd like me, it's heaven, it's nirvana. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at this. Now this is the box that it comes with. As you know, I am fussy about boxes, and this is a really nice quality box. It didn't have any shrink wrap on or anything like that. It came from the Australias, which is where it's based, exactly like this. I do apologise, my hay fever is pretty bad today, so you'll just have to deal with it, unfortunately. This is the box itself, and as I said, it is a nice quality box. On the back here, you've got the artwork, you've got the website, which will be linked below if you want to go and get yourselves a copy. It's 160 Australian dollars, which I think works out at like some pounds. I will probably put the link, I'll put it in the description how much it is, but here it is. And we did have a look at this when we did a little review on it on the website, hyping it up. So let's have a look. So here we have a hardback edition, a hard copy edition of the rulebook. It's a paperback. It's a nice quality one. We will look at that in more detail. Then you get the little baggies with all the models in, and we are going to look at those in a moment. You get the cards, and you know I'm really fussy about card stock, so I'm going to be giving you my opinion on these. And then you have this bad boy, the tape measure, and it's got like a kind of rubbery feel, which I'm a big fan of. That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean. Instead of like a hard plastic. Good retractable motion to it. But anyway, enough about that. So here you have the models. I said you get 2 special edition models, which I got specifically for pre-ordering in the first month. You get the big bag of Atlanteans, and then you get a bag of Valiants, and then of course you get the dice and the Energon cubes or energy cubes. And this is the exact same one that you buy if you buy the accessory pack. So that's pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of the unwrapping, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at them in more detail. Now we're going to be looking at the models in parts, of course, so I'm going to put something down. But I will show you at the end the models completely built. Probably not undercoated, but they'll at least be cleaned up and built. So back in a second. So here we have the cards. And you guys know I'm pretty impartial when it comes to my reviews. If something really bothers me and it's a big negative, I just don't review it. It's that simple. So this isn't going to be a dissing on the products at all. But you know that card stock is something that I'm particularly anal about, I guess. However, this card stock is good. It's not superb quality, but it's better than current Magic the Gathering edition quality, which I think is good enough. And especially for the price that you pay now. You get all the cards for every model in the starter set. Now, I won't have the cards for the 2 promo models, and that's absolutely fine. You know, I'll get over that eventually. But no, because I'm going to print out the cards anyway, and I have for some. Now, with the dice, they're bigger dice, which is neither here nor there. You've got your purple dice, red dice, black dice, which are critical dice, and 1d6, which I'm assuming is for roll-offs and for marking turn, I guess. Except a lot of the missions are 8 turns. But yeah, so your red dice are your shield dice, and you roll them in defense, and then your purple dice are your attack dice, and you'd roll them in attack. And as I said, these are critical dice. There's not a lot more to say about them. They're more square than I would have liked, but that's not the end of the world. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. They're good dice. They're good for what they are. Now the cubes, these are just your standard sort of plasticky purple cubes. You get them with a load of different board games. I've got some orange ones that I got with Robo Rally and such. Yeah, they're nice enough quality. There's no good, no bad to say about them. Now, these are the promo models to start with. And I'm going to show you them just to taunt you. Now, these models, not these exact ones, but these characters will still be purchasable, just in a different form. Now, one of them already is, and that is the Valiance model. Now, I'm hoping that this one is the Trasher model, because that was the reason that... This is one of the reasons that I had to get the pre-ordered copy. I can't even open it. But yeah, so these bags rip open, but then they're resealable. Now the metal models, and we'll zoom in a bit closer, they come on a GW style base. I like that. You know, I think the models fit better than they would on a lipped base, but that's just me personally. So this model is the Trasher model, and it's the limited edition character, and it's an absolutely gorgeous character. It comes with your 2 legs, your 2 arms, your body. Oh, sorry, your 2 legs, your body, the 2 back bits, the head. It's a pretty nice little sculpt. And then the axe with the 2 arms separately. Oh, right, so this is like the arm bits, I think. Yeah, oh, right, I get you now. So the arm bit, sorry for this, goes in there like that. And then the other bit would clip in here like so. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. This is the model that I most wanted, so I'm looking forward to building them. What I will do, though, is I'll throw them back in the bag for now. As I said, I will build them and show you them at the end of the video, so that you've got a frame of reference. Now, this is the Valiant character, and you can actually buy him on the website now, his alternate sculpt. And he comes with a massive sword. Now, what you will notice is that his legs and his body are all one piece. And as much as I love building models, what I am going to say about this is hallelujah. Because they're not hugely posable anyway. It's usually just posing their arms and things like that. So to have this in almost a one piece is perfect. You get the arms and the head separately there. And then you get the huge sword. So it's pretty cool. And as I said, I'm really fond of the fact that it is in one major piece. I'm not going to lie, I'm clumsy. The first time I was playing with my War Duke, I did knock him off the table before the game had even started. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So these guys are the Valiants, and these I'm more excited for. Now, the Atlanteans, meh, I'm not dissatisfied for them, but the Valiants, I've got a load of other Valiants, so it means I can use them together, which is cool. So, you get normal Duke, who's not War Duke, and there's his body. Again, very much almost one piece, which is cool. Looks like a penis. Sorry, and if there's any children watching, I do apologise, but I'm an idiot sometimes. There we go. And now I could quite conceivably match these up to their cards, so I could tell you which one is which, but you will see when they're built. So I don't think it's that big a deal at this stage. And as you can see, they all come on the little frames. A couple of them have come off their frames, but it's not that big a deal. This is not War Duke. This is normal Duke's arms. I can tell by the gun. So I'm going to pop these back for now. As I said, you'll really get the full scope of them once they're actually built. And we'll look at those at the end. Really, I wanted to show you kind of the one-piece nature of them in terms of the legs and body. I keep saying one piece. You know what I mean. They come with the legs and body kind of together. Which is no bad things. And let's have a look at the Atlanteans, because I'm assuming they're going to be very similar in terms of almost one piece. Now, I only own War Duke, so I don't own normal Duke. So I don't know if the original version of Duke came with his legs and stuff separate. If anybody owns original Duke, feel free to let me know in the comments. Now, one thing I would say is, as I mentioned before, it's Australian, so the prices are all in Australian dollars. You can use xe.com or one of those type of sites to kind of convert your funds so you can see what it's going to come to. Now, I will stress that it's just an average and it will depend on like exchange rate and such on that day. So I would be prepared for it to be a couple of pound more or a couple of pound less, or if you're in America, a couple of dollars more or a couple of dollars less. So once again, absolutely as I thought they were. You get your bodies and your legs together. 2, 3, 4. And actually, now I see the Atlanteans. I kind of like them a lot more than I thought I was going to. 5, 6. Now, you will see there's a few bits of flash and stuff on there. That's pretty standard. Mold line-wise, I've never really had a big problem with them. Which is always positive, because anything that speeds up the cleaning up process. And once again, you've got the heads and arms and things like that there together. Now, these are metal. There is talk of resin in the future. And what I would say is if you're interested in Bot War and you want to support the game, September they're having a massive sale. Now, I'm going to do a video of that. And that's going to go up around the 1st of September-ish. In which they've got a lot of really, really nice models up. New models for the Deceivers and a couple of Atlanteans. And I believe there's a giant Valiant as well, but I'll have to confirm that. And they're also having discounts. What I would say is September's the time to buy. This is a small, young game. The starter's doing really well so far, and we'd like it to do better. But yeah, we really do want to see it succeed, the community. And it is a really good community. And if you are interested in it, there is a Facebook group. And will be linked below and you can go and join it. I also linked it on our first video we did as well. So here it is. Here's the rulebook. Now, I know I didn't spend a lot of time on the minis, but that's because I'm going to build them and then I'm going to show you them after the rulebook. So, as you can see, it's good quality paper. You guys know, if you've seen my unboxing video of, say, Rumble Slam, which is another game I love, that I absolutely despise the quality of that rulebook. I've had 2 copies and both copies have started to fall apart within days. This is some decent binding. It's very tight though because it's new. Got the backstory on the book, and we are going to be doing a video on that coming soon. Sorry, on the history of the game. Plot, that's the word I couldn't think of. We're going to be doing some plot videos, so we're going to introduce the world, and then we're going to introduce the different factions and some of the characters, and hopefully we'll get some good exclusive content if we can sweet talk them over to sending us over some bits early. Not models and things like that, but just some history of the game, or some history of the plot and stuff like that. A little look at some of the characters early. We're going to do that kind of thing. Probably more coherently than this. You've got how to play the game. It shows you how the stat cards looks. Now, this does look a little different from the PDF version I've got, which is cool. That's one thing. Ooh, the artwork, and it's really, really nice. And we're going to do some how to play videos on, so you can have a look at this in better detail. But what I would say is, if you've got a spare £7 or £8, 10 US dollars, 10 Australian dollars, go and buy the PDF version of the rules. Because it supports the channel without them having to worry about postage and things like that. Not the channel. It would support the channel because we're promoting it. But it would support the game massively if you went and bought the PDF rules. You can have a read of the rulebook. You can maybe try it out with some, I don't know, GW models or Carnival or whatever you've got lying around. Translate the dice. You've got your purple dice, your red dice, and then your black dice. Your black dice are really simple because they're just D3s, so take a D6 and work it as appropriate. Your purple and reds are a bit different. So you've got 1, 2, 2 with 1 shield, 2 with 2 shields, and then 2 black. Oh, so that's a D3 as well. Is this a D3 then? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Yeah. And then the purple one is different. So it's 1, 1, 2, 2, and then it's got a 3 and a blank side. So you can work it how you want, but you can translate it fairly easy enough with some D6 and give the game a try, because I genuinely do love this game. You can download all the stats for the models for free, and they'll be again linked in the description below. What I would say, guys, is definitely check it out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go look at the models in more detail, because that's really what you guys want to see. So yeah, I'll be back after I've glued them together. You will need a pin vise, you will need super glue, and if you've got some army paint activator would be pretty handy. It's not essential, but it would speed things up for you. So I'll be back after I get these fingers glued. So here we have it, the first model fully assembled. Now this is Duke, or General Duke. Obviously the other model is War Duke. Now this is now exclusive to the starter set. You used to be able to buy them separately, you can't anymore. So if you do want this version of him, he is here. And this is the bad boy in all his glory. He's a big model. Now the next model that I'm going to show you is Wolf. Now I'm going to show you the two together just so you can see the difference in size. Now this is Wolf. Wolf's cool. Wolf's one of my favourites actually, so we'll move Duke out the way. You know, meh. Wolf is one of our favourite sculpts. And there he is. Now Wolf's a scout based model. Let's see if we can get him closer. It's really nice model. The next model we're going to look at is a female model. Now she's called Angel, and she's cool as. As sculpts go, it is one of my least favourites, and that's not a gender thing. It's just I don't like the thinness of the model, and I'm not a big fan of the head. However, it's still a really nice model. It's like when you've got 10 different suites. You like all of them, but one of them has to be the one you like the least. She's one of the models I like the least. Still a good model though, as I said. So the next one we're going to look at is Top Star. Now Top Star is cool. Top Star comes with 2 little guns. And he's absolutely an awesome model. So yeah, I don't have enough really good things to say about these bad boys. I really love them all. Now this is Aegis. I think I'm going to have to zoom in a little more on Aegis because he's such a small model. Wow. Is that even going to focus, or is it just too small? It's just too small. It is one of the smaller models that comes in the set. I'll zoom out a bit and we'll just have to accept it. What I will do is I'll take some photos and I'll put them at the end so you guys can see them in a bit more detail. Yes, and now we're going to move on to the Atlanteans, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the Atlanteans. As you guys know, I wasn't overly that fussed. I was going to get them because they come in the set, and I was going to let other people use them. So this is Stingray. Stingray is one of the 2 big models that you get with the Atlanteans. The other one being Moray. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm terrible with pronunciations. And that's Moray there. Again, such nice sculpts. Now, as I mentioned before in the first part of this video, the body and the legs all come as one part, which is really nice, except on the 2 special models. But if you didn't pre-order, then you won't be getting them anyway, so don't worry about it. I said that with a mocking tone, and I do apologise. So this little fella here is called Aegon. He comes with a trident. He's badass. I like him. I like him a lot. And he's a combined model, which is cool. So the next model we're going to look at, that's Nami, and he's the other trident model. So it's this guy here. Comes with a little shield as well. Now the shields are really good in game. They allow you to change one of your shield dice into a critical dice, which means there's more chance of you saving the hits. It's really good, and when we look at the rules, we are going to talk about that a bit more. The next one we're going to look at is Nebulous. If I had to choose a least favourite model out of the Atlanteans, it would be this one, just because he just comes with a gun, no shield, no trident, nothing like that. He's just boring compared to the rest, but he's still a cool model. Just compared to the rest, he's not as good. And then Thermal here, who is a 2-gun model. And he's got a really good pose on him. I'm a really big fan of these. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 2 other models. because although you won't be able to get these exact ones, if you're in the UK and you ordered the special edition in pre-order, you ordered the edition in pre-order, you will get these two models, and they might not have arrived yet. So for you guys, you get to see. For the rest of you, you get to see the vague look of what the trashers and the other model is going to look like, because you can already buy this one up on the site, and this is a gorgeous model. Look at him, he's big. I mean, he is big. Let's grab, for instance, General Duke. You can see he's the size of General Duke, and General Duke is your leader. General Duke, try saying that 400 times fast. Probably could. But yeah, so he's a big model, and the other one is the Trasher. And this guy is a monster as well. Look at the size of him. He's got that big two-handed axe. He's got these Ultra Magnus-y bits here. Though I'm not an Ultra Magnus fan, for those who like the Transformers, I do like these bits on him. Trash is going to be who I collect anyway, so I'm pretty excited for it. What I'm going to do, so I'm just going to get all the models in there so you can see a little look of them all together. And then I'll say goodbye, and you guys can have a peek at some of the photos of the models that I've taken. So there you have it. That's them just squeezed in. So in the starter set, you get a fair old chunk of models. As I said, you get, 6 and 7. So you get 7 Atlanteans and you get 6 Valiants, which is enough to play a game. And I think it works out around about 60 points off the top of my head. You get the rulebook, you get the dice, you get the energy cubes so that you're able to distribute those. You get the small rulebook. Now, one thing to note about the small rulebook, it is cool, but it is missing one of the rules, which is flamethrower. So if you have the PDF, you will notice that flamethrower is missing from the main rules. I have actually spoke to the creator of the game. He's already let me know that he is just going to produce a card for that, which you'll be able to download off the website, the same as you can download the stats cards. So it's nothing to worry about, but it would be remiss if I didn't mention that to you. Other than that, I think the set's really good. You get the tape measure, of course, as well. Yeah, in terms of it, if you're interested in that 80s nostalgia type cartoons, television series, toy lines, you love skirmish games, you're into bots, and you like the 8mm scale, this game's for you. I would definitely check it out. We're going to be doing some playthroughs, using both the starter set and using some of the Valiants and Deceiver stuff I already have. As more models come, I am going to do unboxing videos on them. We're going to cover some lore videos as well. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments what you think about it. If you are interested in the game, definitely go across to the Facebook group. Join in, see some of the painted models, have a chat with some of the guys there. You know, get some advice, watch some videos. I know the creators of it put up videos regularly of playing, so that you can see them. They're done on a mobile phone, but most videos on YouTube are these days anyway, so chill out and just enjoy it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Pray the dice gods and hope they smile upon you. Take care. Check out the video. Check out the photos I'm about to put up.